All right, guys, Unit 6, Lesson 6, last one. This is perceptual constancies. In other words, this is what remains constant in our lives despite the seemingly changing world. And we start our first perceptual constancy, also known as unchanging events, even as light and retinal images change. First off is color constancy. So we can have the changing light hitting this t-shirt, but we know it's a red t-shirt. And so check it out. In this area, this particular area, there's folds and ridges and lines and such, but it's still a red shirt. It looks a little bit dark there at the pit, but no, it's red, right? When we take away the background of this image, you see that they're really more similar in color than they are different. We close the gap between the parts. Size constancy. When we see images that are far away, we know that they're not really tiny, teeny people. We understand that just because they're smaller, it means they're farther away. So size constancy. Football player in the front is not a giant. The football player in the back is not a teeny tiny person. No, it just indicates that it's further away. Remember the clearness gestalt principle, right? It's fuzzy, so we know it's further away. Shape constancy is like this. So here is a round tire, and just because it is tilted in one direction does not mean that it suddenly becomes an oval. No, we know this is still a tire. Ta-da! Even though it is actually an oval on paper. And brightness constancy. This is the tendency to see an object equally bright even though when the intensity of light around it changes. So check out the letters A and B on that little dot thing there. We take the green thing away, and A and B are actually the same color. So the intensity of the light around it changes, and we see that they're actually the same. Now here are some other illusions that happen in our environment pretty frequently. The Mueller-Lyer illusion is when two lines appear the same length. They are the same length, but they look as though they are different lengths. There, the lines in the middle are the same length, but because of size constancy, they look different to us. Now, where would you see this in nature, in the environment? In our world of four-dimensional or three-dimensional, four-room walls, we see it in architecture all over the place. So this is, as this says, a product of nurture. Like a person who lives in a culture that doesn't have four walls surrounding them, they're not going to see the Mueller-Lyer illusion the same way that we do. And thus, that is Perceptual Constancy's quick lesson. Hoped you enjoyed it. Mess around with them in class. Woohoo!